It's another edition of the Best Entertainment Show on OK 101.7 FM. My name is Nana from Pona Sujiabo. You can call me DJ Toxic. I'm sitting in for Halifax Ni Ansa Ado. Enti ebusuan for ena anope sabre nondu abo apa ho sima aduonum ogusu tie OK 101.7 FM sabre jumadi de adru so best entertainment so nim se ene wukoda best entertainment de bro joda wukoda ene fieda anopa bia nondu mpa mu kosi awia prem to bre na ene Halifax ama enti metenam amano medin de Nana from Pona Sujiabo obetimi afra me DJ Toxic na as usual said de bia wonimu no abadwafo atenase na ne benete akokon ena Socrates Safo aka the General ono so atenase anase omaje omunkonua enti ene yebedidi nkomo kakra afa nsemba ko mienu bia ewo ekoso ewo entertainment industry mu de ye afutuo na ye de etu ye hofo na afei de ye adesuan so na ye nyina ye de esua de because radio no ye de sua de ye de gi ye ni ye de sere enti efa bia wo ba bia no na ya fa ne sa enti abudwafo atena si sabre mre ni ho enti mense mre ma menche omo na afei menje omo welcome remarks na afei nkomo aka wo ho no na ye de atoaso nene
yeah
memo akwa ba
meje osomini
ekwan so boko de
kwan so boko
okay and na ye
okay
in fact enene ukwada twatro kra ewo bosome April mu and you can say your last Wednesday edition of Best Entertainment ewo bosome mu no if you are not just say rabosome from May and if it Jordan me jedi say yeah Best Entertainment and if it Jordan beto ne so far chrome te saying nkomo ben e koso a and then o first remarks are they
it's been so far we can say so far so good
okay.
All round you know na nkomo de edoso nkomo e work room de edoso but me observation efa ba ko bi e ba e nansan ya people are not talking about it the way anami cancer for bekan was nuni research be a CDD for a year.
Okay.
Center for Democratic Development. We a credible group and we a research. The results no by last week.
Okay.
Now results no say 56% of Ghanaians from 25 to 50 years, you know. 56% of them say say obi etu o mine go I can say obi ekua
obi
womu befuaso.
Wow.
And it to me
what's the percentage?
See 56%.
That's alarming.
Very very alarming. Me and the way I saw it as alarming, no, it appears say binomu emfan sir. It's people are not looking at the signals because CDD a credible organization, very very credible. It is omuye eyisa anomu dia ba. Omu anka say yentu aban go. But omu chere say omu die.
Say eba ne sa
getting fed up.
Obi nka say
democracy.
Obi nka say puduo nhye nanso ehye dia ye bedi ne dwo. Sa no mo pa che.
No mo pesa chere. And mi dwunwa Name na ni say na me can say am for be kan ho asempa but and I thank you to and we enu na gi papers no nyina paper ba ko bi enu pe omo kra no ba bi omo kiro no kra nye
corner bi.
To me it is very very alarming. Why are people losing confidence in the political system?
Nene, don't you think say once a Ghana for yeah most of the time you per comparison pa Enti I believe say ABI ohwe de ekoso wo Burkina Faso now. Don't you think say youth in the field say okay Burkina Faso
that is where the conversation comes from. Youth no be are being quote and unquote misinformed. Seriously. Obi wo ho onko Burkina Faso da.
Dabi.
Onko hu ne ekoso wo ho. Nanso wo sorry a osi niama ekoso wo
Burkina factories are yesisi.
Burkina developing Ghana. Really?
You two mwaka nyina as we speak. Burkina ni oman bi aka.
Even I
these are some of the people they
come on TV to tell us say munko Burkina Faso enko hwe de pa na ekoso Burkina eye sononko sa. The government, the current administration may be doing well, but to say they are developing more than Ghana, no, it's not true. But obiajiatum, inti ama eyina koye say when you are a military regime, you do better. Now to me, no ninyana fi ye politicians, the way they are handling our democracy, people are losing confidence in the way we are handling our democracy. Me, military rule will be the last thing I will ask for. What you say? Enya de ami me jiju.
Beso soso.
Nanso niam bi ai politicians ye. Ubisa me niam me no. The day I saw MPs marching in parliament, that was the day I regretted. Ukaida no. No mu marchi wo parliament in free education for one na mu salute to because they sacked the then majority from parliament. In a car, one section, they were just marching around inside parliament. Marching because they drove one side away. Almost a line round. See? And I was like, and one person stood and they were saluting. Yeah, it's right. You see why has our democracy gone so low?
I remember said one time, crash so. Omoto about homa obi tam ballot box. Ewo parliament house.
Bruno. The second thing that makes me that I find very disgusting. Article 71 for the friend is ex gratia. Ex gratia and so ya dibia. Mi ho a nyan.
Sa de way there
every 4 years.
Teacher need to over 30 years.
They are not, yes. Teacher need to
pensioner only more than 50,000.
Yes. Inti me am we hey. Sa niam me nui ama democracy kra
enye wakono bi.
Enye me akono bi.
Ghana de na enye wakono anase ba bi.
When say Ghana assembly e kan, you be fan say for now. Yen kan Ghana there. The way the politician of today is handling the democracy, no, the youth is getting frustrated, and they are not ready to take out as gracia seminar. Because it's the first both of them.
Yeah, and the only time I'll be who saw mummy no akọben krom either omo salary increment and now say bibia sikasem.
Yeah, you know, be sorry bia etia as gracia. Both parties, both sides of the house will kick against it. So it's the executive that signs, that will sign executive, you know, and the best signing parliament for the and a parliament is soon approve president to the if you don't do it for me, I will also not do it for you.
Scratch my back.
Scratch your back. It is a new marketing kitty nema trend no kosa. So if people are silently saying, well, media say and so be to a bank go media me support you. Media me support you. It is a dangerous disclosure be I say yen discussing the prior year na say nema bi wo ho a on the political front no enye no yen jai because tomorrow if somebody should pick up a gun against the system, we are being told at least per the CDD research say 56% of Ghanaians say they will support. It's very dangerous. I think we should discuss this the more.
Okay. Abusan for nene benete akoko na tene kan. General.
Yeah.
Memo wakwaba.
Mejo so minia.
Kwanso boko de.
Kwanso ye boko quick one mesan remind circle. Abanya boka na traffic was circle pa.
Ene.
Aban no me say na traffic was circle.
Okay.
And aban boka e the year overpass. Say ne be easy traffic na ma other entrance ne exits. but me no ka say wokɔhwɛ traffic a
Still.
I saw the still at the end of the day you have trotro drivers omo
Elodi wo
kwan ni mu na you have policemen also around. Any policemen needs to be police visibility almost gina chire baby and almost bonkomo. I don't know what they are looking for, but almost gina chire baby almost bonko, and the trotro drivers are loading there. No more creative traffic until render the whole investment useless. Until me pese me train aban adwin ebaso say call KFC hosa no the road leading down side now it lead to this direction Achimota direction no yes
not just okay but a filling station
okay yeah.
And at the opposite side no
the opposite side then so the same
old cinema no po
Orion and also the
also
same and then discipline is too much. Meanwhile there is a car park right ahead there omo station ewe nim ho obi anko park ho wow. And then discipline is going on and we don't know
and funny enough there be also police for jina baby
police for ni jina ho yes na man for lodu ho obia person beating in yonku ntino they park anyhow ne road no afi there a block it at the end e so a trotro driver e lodu anyway quick one on me de man no ebeto nia nene ediba na about this perception about cool honestly enya Ghana pe uye survey we asi afana nyina you will get the same thing. You will always get the same thing. Perception about make I say the governing society and the masses. It's the same across the whole world. Until when it gets to these surveys now, now at the end itimi efuele lack of education.
Okay.
And itimi fuele sa nema way.
Lack of education and also misinformation.
Lack of education and your misinformation. Lack of education.
Because social there, no Canada is based on misinformation. To say bia, oh yes yes you ukobokina military government in the bar, you know, what you say, it's different from lack of education.
Yeah, you see, lack of education in the sense, let me tell you, I'm educated enough to understand these things.
Okay.
And then if you also say lack of education, then we are saying the same thing. Lack of education and misinformation. Because if you are educated, nobody can misinform you.
Oh,
I've been to Burkina.
What you said there, Neneka said, Ube who panya or educated, but still to tell you sumpo. No misinform. So Uko Burkina say. Not necessarily on educated or educated, all right, but still.
Okay. Yo, majority anatum. So misinformation and the ma sa ni me ekoso. Na me share documentary be and it's still available on YouTube about Chairman Rollins. There was a documentary on him 60 minutes. There's a program called 60 minutes. Okay. And that documentary on him, you know, chronicle ne revolutionary days or by ne vision ne understanding aspirations how the be cool no or no ajitu mu say it's different when you are in charge. And there is one aspect of the documentary now very, very iconic. My mena oya interview na pointy BB say years ago or by no na etuo pistol ehye ni boot no ho de bia no pistol ehye ni boot ni ho de bia. But the last time oba be interview ni bi no ohun say ni pen ni show. Why? What has changed? No, I said it occurred to him say, hey, I'm Paul. Now it is pen. First need two, now it's a pen and a shovel. It tells you one thing, say this kind of revolution near me. No, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. Moi. Unim sani Chairman Rollins na okusi got a more Nima. no many what difference ye President Kufuor no say no. There are institutions e wo ho a omo say omo into ono onko gina gata ni mo. Na emo na see a question institution na omo adwuma no. Na kan de e wo ho a see e de mom de adwuma ne de mom.
What me aye.
And you know, when you see people who clamor for revolution now, I was here educate you. You say no country under the sun has survived on revolution. They start with the revolution, then they realize that no, it is not the way to go. You need a properly constituted government with the right laws to run. Other than that, there is always chaos. Manuesi.
Okay, Nene,
quick one. You see, near me issue na me raise here.
Okay.
And you say me for near amount for me build the point. And you say me for so. But the reality is that the people are getting tired of politicians. And that is why we need to find out to say, dainty and the people are getting tired of politics.
Losing confidence.
They don't fulfill. The looting is still there. The state capture is still there. Look, Tozik, the first coup in Ghana that sent Kwame Nkrumah's government packing, Ukokanya, Wamusi, high cost of living, corruption. The second coup d'etat, Eddie, your friend is saying, a pamu busia free ho, a champo, Wamusi, high cost of living, corruption. Obia obebabia Rollins ba ye na obetu third republic no guye. They were all citing the same thing.
High cost of living,
corruption. So are they saying it because there was no high cost of living, or there was no corruption, or they only wanted to just take over?
And then I'm take it over and then change the
to take over from Rollins in 2000, almost high cost of living into almost paying this bill. Aye, Atamus Ebebano, Ghana for say high cost of living. Just this recent election, President Mahama,
high cost of living.
High cost of living. So the high cost of living, is it a reality or it has become a cliche? And as a month one, as an asafo can a month was soon. Ago mo sum sam mo fi say anema boy dindodo uko Nigeria ye better uko Côte d'Ivoire Ghana nkwana ye koko yesi Ghana nkwana utotic tigo even say credit airtime no ye de no na ye de high amanfo it complain no be doors sa they begin to lose confidence in the political system. Whether it is real or not is another question, but for now the CDD says 56% of Ghanaians says and so be a coup, they will support, and that is where the danger is.
Tozik,
General.
Tozik, a coup be about maybe a man for support. And in news, every country coup be a baby only a man for support. Almost support to year, then their eye clear later.
Now from one or more.
Yes, but you see, the lack of education in America. One. What is your friends ex gratia? That is where the lack of education comes in. See, it's me chirenia ex gratia etia. What am I saying? Then there will be the conversation. So what should we do? They will explain to you. Say, ex gratia. Say, omoba parliamenta, omo pay no. In this case, they are paid. Mpacho to what say? So what's education? They are paid based on the previous salary they my previous parliament
no for 4 years.
For 4 years. And only they so maybe previous parliament 2,000 cedis a month. See where the money so ba ye share ne say increment kakra near the mom near their mom, but they don't discuss it. That is where my worry is.
Okay, General.
As Mr. Tubuasi, Papa, education is the key.
Okay, into General.
I need education.
Say parliamentarian. Eba say ne yonko parliamentarian. Ako office 4 years. Into onoso abeto aso the next 4 years. Anka as I say, ye peja ne salary num kakra yan discuss mete honasi o. Is it thinking about teacher ni na wacha de 10 years I am pagya mu.
Me bacho. Yentu boasi kakra. There is something called Fair Wages Committee. What is their job? Fair Wages Committee. They discuss salaries. Teacher for they also do the same thing. They go and discuss their salaries periodically.
Okay.
They discuss it periodically. Minimum says a yearly and I say 2 years and they go, they sit on the round table, tripartite committee, they discuss their salaries, including their Ebina Mahama Baye Ninka almost 25% increment. Yes, so the Omoka Yamoji 10%.
A teacher for no.
No.
Across board
labor.
Okay. Labor Commission. Okay.
What is it? Yeah, okay.
Tazik, as we as we go on, we are not fighting.
Yeah, sure.
The question many Ghanaians are asking me say, Adena obia salary there on him. Me kwa koye teacher ni me be school. It means say pay way na meji.
Generally there's a minimum wage.
There is a minimum wage obia nim. Unifi biom uwia after serving for 25-30 years, you know, what you deserve they will give to you. We a doctor near the same. Why is it that when it comes to the politician, or no dear, you see the salary no, ye nyan discuss ye into on cost no ye juma, na ni ye di manu as MP no, e ya allowance. Na after 4 years of year,
na ya discussing,
na ya calculating, na ya share near a sepata, near the
mano.
I even ye beka say same way, abema the man on the street will understand. Why is what makes the politician different? Say he doesn't know his salary. That's what the MPs are telling us. Omusi omupe yankasano. Ya yankanchere wo mo into allowances. Na wo mu where. So when you make the politician different and then the teacher the on him ni obeji. On him say every year be 10-15% be the better so amano. Enye ex gratia na ye di manu after 4 years. Bia.
Okay.
Well, the MP no say your MP or buy ya vote against na babium or co finally ye manu buy pony ye manu es grass shampoo and can be can say well say we be serve 4 years or co obi near up what's I'm winning so
obeji es grass
answer
until they wadi bia 12 years for parliament no what
16 years for obeji es grass
4 times.
Wow. And no need confusion no na man for feel say a politician so they made their case peculiar and strange and no
okay
so we are not
education again I'm talking about education here. One, me know why I dream say why do they wait to discuss their salary after their term? And no, we are not arguing with it. You wasted the time talking about it. The education here is, should their salary be increased? What you must hear? The previous parliament, and this new coming parliament, should they discuss the new salary?
You are getting it wrong still.
Okay,
not to.
It is not what?
Why should somebody get a package every 4 years?
To
why?
Okay. No. I will say for my main G to Emra quickly. Now fe modru.
But you are misinforming the public.
Okay, General. My main G Emra says Sima na yentoaso. Okay, I will say for the Wahoni a Whitestone Eye Clinic say me can't say Obana or take classroom ye tro if ohua teacher ni bisa na o si efe na ne classmates sere ne se wabon there be enya akwada no e na wabon na ade no e na onhu ne yie enti no mesrew faneko Whitestone Eye Clinic na yanhwehwe nani because nipa bia wo kanea anyway ni enti Whitestone Eye Clinic say or the package biaba just 590 Ghana cedis. Ubenya ocular examination, refraction, tonometry, visual field test, the FN VFT, optical coherence tomography, OCT, any color vision testing near the just 590 cedis per na yenhwehwe mu ma enye nkwada nko asem na meka obi bia wonam ho no ebi kura na ohel bia start ba woni ne so nkakra ko na yenye hwehwe mu kane no na yakɔ school no se akwada ba school no she glasses no de ba no eye particular type of glasses nti yehu ana yesere no ene yese wo de wa wo frame bi wo ho a fabra na yemfa glass na nasa lens no ntumi ma kama enti na nkrofo bebre hyehyɛ lens o mode nam kroma wanhwɛ kra yankanch wono ankanch re say hospital de ani bia you will never know enti mesrɛ frɛ Whitestone Eye Clinic 024 225 1983 024 225 1983 sa upe nsemisabi anahwehwɛ mu foforo bia mesrɛ frɛ sa number we perfect man say men can trust a caneno nana say sorry ya kofo slide because those days no be so be a kofo slide ni reason nyina ne say opeso sha atare obi anhye binti na ye yankwada no na ya nsusu ye nyina ne say ukoto atare ofosu mu a ebeye den say obehia bi na mom store de ne obehia we na watobi obehia we na watobi debi emfa ohia sebe enkansemfo enu nti no mesrel said there be Halifax bekan or say dress the way you want to be addressed. What you say makwa akobo papa bi gig as a DJ na o baby same nyom kra na ne baye ne den because usually no na those days we say DJ akobo nyoma shechali what is sleep but said there na makeka shim minia DJ for instance obebo wedding ata na mo hye na no bi no no so be hye nti no oba no de hwe utrima ogitum say yes nti dress the way you want to be addressed kasa tenten toponko perfect man kaftans mesrel frɛ 0244 440 641 0244 440 641 and as 0244 147212 perfect man kaftan yewo tudu IRS building no internal revenue service udu central police station lane nechi a o branch de akọ that is ufri Kingsway and as a cocoa board wa o branch de akọ tudu traffic light no lane no so ehwa na perfect man ewo
okay 101.7 after 1 year Woso.
Despite media, asanso de woso ho ababiemu. Last year de no eye ka behwe na this year de ebeye dutwam. Wabo ho ana. Waya krado. Ye nante apapom de. Beka despite media, MTN and Ecobank ho.
Na nyame ya adom a me boso de to so edu. Yentu pasa, yeni nkomo, yentinitini yempomu. Said ye beya, ya bomoden sem ne bekoyi.
Ebeye nika keke. O favorite presenters what despite media, UTV, Peace FM, OKFM, Neat FM, Hello FM, woman Eba Walkie Ebi.
Yebeshia ewa yimensa to boots. Anoba nasa homachi no num pepe.
A face special ice mineral water and a special drinks. And no more dealing Yebechabi or Honum. O favorite celebrities Wagana Yina. Woman Yisini and Yonto 4, Nashabe 4 ministers. Woman Eba Health Walkie Ebi.
The best medicine in the world. Yes. To be exercised. Yes. Day. Yes. After even 1 week. Yes. Or 100 years. It's the party song. Everybody move your legs so. It's the party song.
Everyone so
Ecobank, the Pan-African Bank, brought to you by Momo from MTN. I say, everyday prices for everyday people.
Special drink, naturally special. Blue Jeans energy drink for bold and active men and women. Best point savings and loans. Your dream, our business.
This way chocolate drink. Don't hear any sushi. Kojak Pharmacare, trusted always. Kivu, champion taste.
Capital O2, home of natural remedy. Lizori food, good food you can eat. Yummy yogurt and nourishing choice. Angel Bakery. Feel the taste.
Grace Phytoclinic. We diagnose to treat. Yesha unipediemu. Ansana yasauya.
You are welcome to Best Entertainment Show.
OKFM 101.7.
Okay, abusuafo yasan babiem ahaye okay 101.7 FM. Oguso a wotie Best Entertainment. Na abadwafo eguso pensem niamam edi ho abobo ne ababae. Na nsem mienu soso enegu apono so ayepese edi ho nkomo. Nti ansa na mekọ ho biem no. Ma memfa nto dwa. Nti no obi a kire na dwen wi a then straight na yabọ awure no sum. De edi kan eye Nigeria nwumtuni Osinachi. Enora ena mete se ni kunu na onene tena ya nwanchi si omuntema ma enam so ma me ne hwere ne nkwa no eye Nigeria court abu ase be ma no so ye nkunu bi na ye nhye na homa that is ya sentencing to death by hanging inti na me bisa se eno ena ye ana sanka nema ne hye ase no ena ma me ne twen ne ho because enura me hu metie menua baako eye kwa metanko ewo Lawson FM no ka se maame se okotena ho na enya a entena ho nye me ma ninti nkwala ninti ebe ye better se obeso ye free ho na wanya wo nkwade ahwe nkwala ne dan se obetena ase na wakwa akwaji wa nkwanhie wu enti de apiem ewo ho no no de etoso mienu eye ya yenua kwadwo nkansa a dodo na typhoid na lewen eso de nanum nsem bi abetudwa about Ghana television stations ahodo a omoyi foreign materials telenovelas ne ade ono nso so ode ne how a owo sade ne ho atudwa enti taw yentie de kwadwo nkansa kan ye no secret sinitwani ena nene media personal wa kwadare wo nsentro adwuma mu yie pa enti den a megidi se ono nso so ebenya aho agyenkyere ana anoyie kakra enti quickly yentie kwadwo nkansa yeba yebeto so
OKFM 101.7.
Adafo media kwadwo nkansa lewen one way enkoma the whole Ghana televisions TV station on my Ghana I saw motso enkoma CEOs a be TV station ama Ghana I man for it ese mutimita musika ekoto na veles efi abochimem ebeyi ni Ghana television ama man for it ya move on Ghana ha bebrebe and the TV series bebrebe wo biase won to enanchen afemu nto de a mo for Nigeria movies and all the stations in Ghana any problem nemo busuo emfa me movie enyi no TV so da abra won to ye Kodie tisika koto abonten de outside de anybody be in Ghana me hwede ya na mfa me movie free and free me YouTube channel ana ba bia movie bi da na mfa ma musuo enyi no TV no so da ne basa se etiwa I'm telling fact scan me body say I want to make it times 4 and if you want says I got now was scanning to that some ebe kwana bra metwa so na de me ya tia ho no wa o kra ani nyida adiafo eni pe be ni de mboto movie na ma ye artist Ghana yenye sika twa for de amamo no na ama Ghana for energy station on da bi muto outside content ana mu yi na movie ama for Nigeria movie abeyi abraye movie wa ha mo amonto na master ko for free match for YouTube na mu yi ni station one after what movie so Ghana movie so movie every 15 years 20 years movie part 1 2 3 not on 3 million 5 million because on 100 series the movies no ID 20 30 years no 8 years and the station just as here because on what on 2 million 5 million 1 million no station be to all movies no and the station you gonna be a new movies that na about to ska actually be 20 tan 30 tan no you know anybody boy anything to all movies in the station be the station where here start the station where many problem now we man say we are now got movie be on YouTube as a the station one I swear to God yes I see one anyone manager of station no I did Cause I'm going to turn up one thing after content and the board and see a movie. Your series, Mr. Mo series, Mako, more than 20. Bakubia Katawi, Bakubia or station, obeying more than 1 year and see. Oh, my test camera talk. Moving swab in a day, be a movie, no, with me just with you ask no way moving every. No, and not to move part 1 and 2. One mark up put about 60,000. And it's a multi to name to move is not yet told that done. And I say station getting in a cotton. And okay,
1 0
almost 20 cities, 500 cities, 1,000 cities. Moving Bennett to 100 cities, 20 cities, 7,000 cities. And you have been born and been fear. How to move it 100 cities in 20 cities. And a movie got stars in the one fast stars, one woman, which one movie stars in one more movie part 1 and 2. Within 2 hours, one more company 50,000.
You are welcome to Best Entertainment Show.
OKFM 101.7.
Okay, abusa for enti asamba biem. Ma mensha semfi General Secret so. General, me did say o first submission no obe finalize no na fe ya zoom into
say behind the scenes and then our team ase me so ma team ase.
Okay, into and
yeah education no say your mom the right education ebufuo die yes ebufuo ho but enti ase ba ye beti e once nyamanfo e kan nyina na say parliamentary salary no instead say ye betwen na omu wia na ya be discuss no omu ba fresh na
mon discuss mo bia hu
that is the right
yenti na mo ho nti bia mama yen free and fair
inti ni ane me can say yes they deserve an increment, but the problem is that they wait till the end before it is calculated and given to them, and no affect the democracy number 1. A man for a year can say best support to cool ni nyina we number 1 into that a man will be back support to cool, because a man for need that education no of why that increment or that accumulation no increment I think at beginning here the mom
because general mean try no say o fa taxi o gina now say me cost circle na watnem o kodu now say well nim say nka han circle there also je 20 cedis o do now say 50 na fa beda ne ntokwa enti nka mo ba ye na because o twa ma wo wawie no e na obe kire de ye mfa ma o de I don't think it's fair.
Yeah, but Kakrana may go further to explain. He say, as for increments, it is allowed.
Oh yes, increment do pay increment.
If you say workers work a BIA at the end of the year, they go and negotiate for their remunerations. Tripartite committee this case, Ebina President Mahama Koko say increment no the 10%. Instead of the 25% are no more penal. You know, I'm expecting to say this year and so no parliamentarians and so no almost dear no 10%. But we would like to a government that will come and make sure say it is discussed ahead. Yes, and no so we calculate no person will call parliament.
Then you know
say
you are willing to go
and do this job. Yes, we should know it's public. Make it public.
Okay.
What the name me no neto. Ma me no we no.
Osinachi ngochuku.
Osinachi. Yeah. Media me feel say yeah.
Okay,
me was 100% si papa ni yonku no.
O feel say enon bema abotoye mu aba.
Bible no e kan we are otwensekan no wo sekan.
The otwensekan no wo sekan
no. Na obi oye bibi no etwa ma owo. Enti no mra odi ma me ne bone no dim so betimi ekunu. And such people no sometimes when they are molesting and maltreating this one, you get to a point when they are I'll kill you. Sometimes they do that.
You see the signals.
Yes.
And then I make say
I'll kill you. No more can I'll kill you.
Na Kwame Tanko can say obema bia ananko for no mo yes ade or relationships no. It starts from somewhere.
Yes.
Nti no hu a entina ho. wo kosi a wo de me kwaba wo de sa adakro meku wo not ho no hwe and ube hu no be kofie na abusuafo apam no ye fie de ye njaya ware nkwada ne nti
Yesu Kristo kan se aware ye ya asase so ade ye wu firi anse kwa obi amfa ware njejo
nti o wedding certificate no mfa nko heaven
debi ya asase so ade ya asase so nipa share it has nothing spiritual. There's no asofo ni bebre start here preaching this awareness bebre ma aware ko ye bibi spiritual but no aware ye spiritual.
Now some must say what God has put together no man puts asunder so then
funny children of Bible
Miss Anna Mate
I want us to read what contest
me call wedding and say Asana Mate
me perceive me who contest I children say what God has put together let no man put asunder. Let no man put asunder. And no say onipa ni ejimia. What's who there be? Even there are divorce certificates in the Bible. There are divorce certificates. Yeah, divorce certificates. It's in the Bible. It's in the Bible.
Pastor Socrates.
Yes. Enti ye move media but ni hu no. Sanya ma me ne bre ye pa odi hu ye no. Na we ye de ne kosen ho keke ni atwe ahoma no ewu pa no ekọ. Oh. Sanya fine.
General, don't you think so? No, so I know she.
No, nyashi.
Because hanging no we at once it say
wo dey try bi hwe. Wo dey fa homa sen ko na ni bo say some few splits of a second.
General, what try be that?
Oh, there be see me hu a split but we are sure no dey ma me fa bu. Ni we dey no no dey ko simple sa. We.
Ndu fo sen ka yen then necessary yen.
Oh, senya no bu ma me no. See a pet ma
bonema kosi so bewu
a ma we ma woman no mo so mo bruno sa what you say I joinfu nti ya bruno sa no come ye ne one so
don't you think say no a capital punishment?
Oh, it can be general punishment crap I don't care. Because one will say there are countries who konuja phone eto ho obekwa babeto unim ni ntia obi akofa bia me twa densa
nti obi ehu obeja
obi ehu onye onim se achi na obetwa densa but say obiya ni eja no na call oh you see capital punishment and inhuman and maltreatment and human rights and one will say e motivate amanfo mo ye da bia because obenye obi amana ba be cancer nse hu
jamaninka
yeah adintira mo ye ne say oh no
the onye boneda no
enye ne onye boneda almost say human rights me wa no yeah obi human right abuse obi human right in the no nim say there's human right inti media me feel say nya ye kunu no see ebe kunu mpo a too lenient. Nka ye mama no brunesa every 1 hour no wa home 10 minutes ni aba ni brunesa ne ye ja no 10 minutes ni aba sa ko sisi obewu mun so de ye mama na ko sisi mama ni wu ye nti ono nso ye nye de sa ye
se ne de na mfamre kwan so na
o we de ne emra we na sanction emra nti ye sanction se wo bewu nti say ni ye mfa so nwu
say bia Nigeria mra mu no say ye sanction obi so obi
oh emra de say judge ni timi shemra
is either say ye bebo
masa me say judge timi shemra per the gravity of the issue no judge ni betimi a shemra Supreme Court etimi ni a Supreme Court be kan bia na etimi emra nti ye ne saa enu krampo ye de ne be call Madugri na say so mo ye ne saa na manfo ohwe
okay nene
yeah.
Osinachi na fe yemra lewen nkomo no so
mami no oyo obia she really made an impact on gospel music in West Africa, in fact in Africa nyina nti anytime bia ye born nyuma no be say oh enye mami no wo ye no send nyum you see that sort of thing nti next time no buy ye no e ma obia e feel very 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 sad na yekotie ye na you who say nikunu onu ankasa nikunu nso na e bro no saama ofa mu wuye no so it made the case even worse na to the extent to say enye say sa da no na isolated incident bi ba ya oni no pre na obo no to ho but of temi bunu otai bunu de bia esan je ni sika nso ne agye ni sika nso is a core program ba na papa na agye ni sika no free nsem ni you know those kind of things nti that far no there the man once a court of competent jurisdiction there he deserves to be punished as to whether it should be death sentence. The court no know the gravity of near papa no year, you know. Because me sure say several evidences big crowd.
No, you see on one macra could be a dance court it.
Yes. So but it brings to the fore. Say so Nigeria still has death sentence on their books. Say Ghana the ANB say but Nigeria still have.
Nigeria.
Into uku obi ayi nku bi
there be upa kum nipa 75 yembe hu nipa 2 million kra wa udem kra yenku. That's the Ghanaian scenario. Fine. The Nigerian one no now ayemi nwanwa kakra because the reason why many countries are cautious about death sentence no say uma obi punishment bi na ekire mo be hu say that wasn't the case and a fresh evidence be back you can correct it
but bana wa kunipa na wi
kunipa no at the end of the day na 10 years later it has happened in the US. Many people were killed during this American day. 50 years later na ya be hu say nyo nukra na adie no na that time no na evidence technology ni ho mo be ye yi afi no mo abehu se enye onu anani pa foforo bi kra abe confess say me na me ye na me sheda na me born din by that time no what taking the life away you can't correct that one and nuna say any former president can say we can correct the economy when it goes bad but you can't bring back life when it is dead okay it is people are cautious to say nipa killing the person no dear then you must make sure say nipa no and the kunu and no say aje tum so no the kunu but if an evidence comes to the contrary in the future no na say nyo no mo akunu ewi
because so, there could be
yes
an instance and nipa no kra beji atum later obeka say ya pressure no jitum
20 years later ebia ni maya mo ye nkwalai they may come back in the future to say that time no na yeso na ebusuan ne put to you know those things can happen so well then coming back to look at the children, are they ready to lose both father and mother at the same time and become orphans at this tender age?
They are better off.
I don't know. Nkwalano won ya mechre no are they ready? Omo mami dey we call fine. Are they ready to lose both the father also and become orphans at the age of 10? I don't know. Okay. But there is that connection, that motherly connection, that fatherly connection, which shouldn't be taken out. Into the motherly connection has been taken away. They are only left with the fatherly connection. Nani papa de no so say aban no so gi eno so a. How will the children feel? Can they stay? Because you see then you did that afternoon. Ejabiwa. Say, oh, this is your mother. We'll take her. This is your mother's sister. He will take care of you. You know when your real mother is not there, when the real father is not there. So I don't know.
You see, it being so papa na as an abusive father. So te as a cry said the general can all make impact be our obeyati as you omunim some papa te as a bahwe nkoso. Enti na ndi ese ndi na chese
ono so wo se ni twafo omo ye movies bebre amayin ahwe no bia wadi boni many years wo behwe movie no at the tail end no na wa be pachew na ebusuan no nyina asan be ye den
na ama be ye ba
ni man no ye maami no we've seen many of them.
Oh yeah.
Nema man no di ye mami e wa movie no mo
pam na yire fifi akofo ba afofra ba
baby
scan sanwi ye na no asen akopa na chew
yes wa ko didi bola so ni ne keka ho at the end of it, at the end of the movie, Safi no movie na ya mo di kire in America. No be one.
Yeah, when say Ghana for TV station.
No mo nyina be ka bomu na mo embrace. So the name na odi year mami for all these years man look at the deep ballers. What is the moral lesson of the movie? But sometimes reconciliation is very important.
Okay. Enti we Prosper Ochimana featuring Osinachi. Mamina ye kana sema. The version of the song ena ebono. All right, enti yanto ankomo bono so. General.
Yes.
Now Kodie cancel the win.
One of the biggest challenges are your creative industry. I repeat, one of the biggest challenges are your creative industry mo ewo Ghana. Adebi obroni friend orientation. Orientation no se mechire mu kakra nene una otebrofo. Mpacho o de say no obechire mu ama orientation. Se ye mo bi entity bi. Ewo ade na wokọ what must say say na ye no
obi koya ade bi na wo ma ne ho
nimdie what must say me ba abeye me first film in those days somewhere in 1998 me released in 88 but I started before
1988
3rd May 1988.
General, now how many years that?
3rd May 1988, me releasing my first film.
But it was started before then.
Yes. You shoot two back and forth over a year near you shoot two then you try and error.
Wow.
Obia my orientation be about the industry. What am I saying? Obia my orientation. Into quite fast ye no, ni entra ye ni aye no. Just say minim
no answer wo
and one say me bear mono any bebre no ye hear say oh yes Hollywood and yes say but kakra mbenya nimdie misua de no ani me hu ni ntira ye eniema bi ani ni ntira ye nya eniema bi nkwara bebre efa me so ebaaye me ebra ni mi orientation no ni aminimu no eno nam de ma omo so am de ko
wa poison om
yes abra mini so ebetete me a me hu se eniema ni bi no kwan ayefa so ye no yen ba efom unfortunately no yenuanim bebre ane ye the metrics of the industry. Excuse my language. Omun enisa nimdie no enisa attitude. Meka attitude a highway and even oko Bible ni mo Gideon and the ekofa army ediomako okon. Nyankopon kire ne se onfo omunko nsuwa no. No munko no nsuo. Ne kwan obia be fa so anum nsuo no eno be kire ne e wo so de ne kokon no nimdie bi wo ho obia ne attitude towards situations obi wo ha ye ba ye ka obeye bibi sisi a obi nso se dwen hwe kan dwen hwe kan ansa na watu anamon obi nso wo ha ba ye obetu anamon no eno nkire se ni otu anamon sisi a ne oye ne nye but ewo ho nsonson so any green hwe kan so ewo ho nsonson so bibia ni ho ekoso na menkaye na amanfo anom wo ho menua mo wo ho ebesi enne omutimi frɛ so asɛm wo ya kan ye wo ho baabi abe sinne enti ebe ne den enti ebe nze wo ho ne ye team meetings mu da bia ne meka toxic edin a de to me minim ne ode say edin ne to me do you know what is going to happen? Do you know what will happen? Because I didn't me ba can you this thing that we are doing, do you know what is going to happen? It will be a good form. Yes, Remy. And the things that I said will happen are the things that happen today.
Okay, General, answer now better to us no me bow for the benefit of listeners nti. O se o sha ase no. Na woni ho nim de bia. Na ubenya ho nim de no. Nti sa time no sa nim de no ubenya ho.
Me benya from one that drain hwekan attitude na Nyankopon de share me no. Enti enema na eye ni nyina no, ni me hwe ho nsonsanso. Me yobi a woni me delay I look beyond what we are doing today, what will the effect will be. That is how I am. And na minya kwan esua enema from Amanone.
Okay. That means
minya education.
Orientation now when you no konya education.
Minya education so can
at a point.
At a point. And me who say look, even in Ghana no, you was any your friend you nyina hwe Hollywood. But Hollywood is not the only you were China, you were India, and you were
Bollywood.
Yes, you were Bollywood. And you were Eastern Bloc also. Eastern Bloc now, which were being controlled by the communist sector. Omu was sending omu use film. Omu di film here. Ni nyina yes orientation no nya ebeboa. Ni nyina so all this orientation, I say the subculture of this industry, you know, were fueled by, make I say, their domestic, me who say the mechano subculture, yeah, mechanic say culture, send it here. And the omugina so the year near be Hollywood here near be are based on the Cold War that they were facing with Russia. And no Emma Hollywood here and near be Okoko fasa near no ba hansi ya emwa. Into that orientation. And no, and they affecting.
Is there an institution a movie industry no? Is there an institution sa orientation now okay? Nka esese omona omoshe say okay obi abam on call home school, so let's give him that orientation and now say each for himself.
No, there are so many ways of getting people the orientation. No? When you put in the right mechanism for people to get the orientation before they are accepted in the industry, then they will be compelled to. When we were in charge of 5-pack, because and will be by a 5-pack member. It should not be just one person say work of a camera and we afraid now for no film, no dear, but then you are a member. No. One, you should get your categorization of the industry, producers. No. Why a Jumano for 5 years, sir, you are a bronze member. Why you for 10 years, sir? 10 years and shooting one film every year minimum.
So 10 years, you have at least 10 movies.
Yes, you are a silver member. And then if you have 15 years with 15 movies, you are a gold member. So
diamond member
with this gold member, no,
double platinum.
Anybody who wants to become a producer and send your Joe as 5-pack member, no, you should have a gold member as your mentor. At your free discretion, you pick a gold member. You go to him, you sit with him, and you tell him, say, I want you to introduce me. So the gold member is the one who is coming to introduce you. Then he is going to guide you in terms of your production. What kind of guidance no obema? One, who here camera and a crew, or no being around for over 15 years now. On him all the good crew and good experienced crew. I woho. Into your no omnium beka koka sama. And you no didn't seek a kuchwa. We no kito sika. But he is going to guide you to give you the qualified crew because bebreno. Because someone knew who is who, no, almost make of adoring cameraman be no ababe general no trap. Oh, we are call cut and paste editor be no akeka niema bomu. Sinin beba out no sure the quality is low. But a gold member, a qualified editor, only a studio or working in no can say made me film be bama my editor amamia. I was sending a better treatment. So he is guiding the new member. and he is going to guide you for 5 years. If for 5 years you are still around, then you mean to be a producer. You mean to do the job. Because there are so many people obey about kumbi nupe weja oko. Ontimi nye bi.
Yeah, no so.
Ontima sie. E bi okonye eske na ni interest oni hwe ye no say e mami ko twese. Aha. Oko. In such a person, no, he is not an industry person. So for 5 years, if you are still around, then you qualify. Then you become a bronze member. So you get some form of orientation. Your gold member is going to tell you why we do certain things, why we don't do it. That is where in kasa niema we are eneye hui in kani nyina ema. What is orientation in this point?
The same question I'm coming.
Me tell you when no. Or see you try a movie and hear the co TV for a movie. Massa, per the orientation that your friend is saying of a film industry. Film is not for television.
Okay.
It is for cinema. There are TV programs like Chama TV. It can be the same company. But ultra a feature filmer, that is the channel TV, of distribution. But lack of education is making people think that when you shoot a film,
I'll say you a TV.
I say you a TV so. Ultimately, lack of orientation or education is making people who are shooting film today and they talk boldly. And you see omunye film no, and you Ghana film the omunye there be a lot of for cinema omunye. Massa, who could try cinema for TV and not for cinema? And now you cinema house in egu. You see, na buying cinema, buying cinema. Why the back cinema? When I can put on my TV and watch a film for free. Why the back cinema was cinema? Go to Silverbed and see how many people go there.
And how much are you even expecting from television stations?
Yes, can the TV station pay you?
Yes.
Can the TV station pay the cost of your production or no? Ahina onya. So you see all these channels of distribution, no? You will see the one that is ripe for the film industry and one that is not. So near any, no, you don't play there. Leave the TV stations to do their content for their TV channels. Obi pesinia sha ofaka no ko baby asini dan wo no akwakwohwe. But ignorance and the ma producer betam the sini e dia kwakoma your friend is saying TV station. What your ba say ye this sini e ma TV a mi socratafo. Me na me di cinema TV first. Ghost years. Na me partner ne Hacky Films. And you did Ghost years called TV station.
I'm from number each day in school.
Oh, okay. You see, you try Ghost years. Yeah, you drew baby no. Afi ni ye all rounds. A kwa afi dey say na ska emma. There are so many video centers around in here. And yeah, next film. You could 2 years for advert. Ghost years and you 2 years for advert. The next film you could 2 years for adverts. Then you stepdad. You say, oh, now say you Ghost years na de 2 no. You be Lovers Blues. Yeah, Lovers Blues after Ghost years. And no na ye they call rounds. Ghost years na da ho. And first ke be ama. Then the agitation say, oh, Ghanaian film ye ni wo TV so ni nhwe be ye ni TV so ni amanfo na e ka no. Omo kan. And instead of going to pay for the advert for stepdad, no. You did Ghost years.
Stepdad na me yar ma aboda.
Yes. You did call GTV. And you know Mr. Toto Gilbertson me kai. And you know negotiate ye. Omo ma ye advert for 3 months. Plus 2.5 million cedis in those days. It was good money and a good deal for us. So we took it. Time to call.
Yeah, indeed. Yeah, Nancy from now, to us.
Well, then they gave it to us. We were excited, and they played the adverts. And stepdad was a big boom. The ignorant part was that not stepdad Ghost years no. na say you, but you see lack of education no and now orientation no ye nibi ye orientation aka who say films don't die. When a film finish its rounds, you can them. You can see a can film. In those days, near owns a film near celluloid. Near chance in be and a gum. Into the guma, no, the aqua to storage. Into what can film no? Where year free system because a month for ashe. But every 5 years, a film have a new life. Because you have new audience. Afena omo edru of age. Afensu no omo purchasing power. And in all the backgrounds be a man, you have a new life or a new market for the film. Into every 5 years, films have new life. So ghost years were Osei here and there. Okay, ghost years. But yeah, adverts for the same film. Your man, the designing poster, near bought advert for Fromana. You will go and watch.
And not even a remaker.
Oh, dear, the same film, the Crampo. You will go and watch. You have new people who what Rambo, and you'll be new film in there.
Oh yeah, man. So by na young kwala na so abench na kwhwe and now have all of them on my laptop because make I commando.
But any baby and a cinema hall. And no, you the rounds. A call rounds. And the money you will make, it is not like a new film ube that money. But the money you will make is more than what the TV station is giving you. You see, orientation is not there. And when he speaks, you will have people, the media and the rest, who also don't have that education, will buy what he's doing. This is the difference between going to school for film study and filmmaking. Film school, you have a degree. Oko film school say oko filmmaking na you have a degree because you have a certificate and wait me a film. But there's something called film study. And no, oko school, oko university no oko film study. Who study the film industry, the culture, and then who know you study who you are. You will understand film, and then you can write about film. You can critique film, and no who degree. But it's a nafti. It's one of the challenges of the industry, where they are now giving degrees for filmmaking. Because me cameraman, me if any degree, and my father as a cameraman, me any previous works, the attitude on the work, recommendation by another producer. And you know, who could independence say me more degree, no agent so much money, making him spend 4 years for something that he could have used 1 year theory and 1 year practicals to do. Now 1 money certificate not there now. At the end of the day, or the back bank or the back be before, because the industry don't require certificates to give jobs. But when you do film study, that is where you need these degrees in Niema. And Niema ni be brave because of lack of that orientation. No. Yeah. Only a few understand what is happening. And the few too, when they speak, nobody will listen. So what do? You will come, you will cry like this. Because why? Why should you come and cry for over TV station? TV station, you won't for cinema. Yeah, kochiomo. Because some of us, when we made that mistake, you baby, I didn't air call. You won't say, hey, Charlie, I did a mistake. TV station, obia swani films are come on. And no at the cinema takings, bad down. Listen, need I will Captain, me say, Captain, ne Haki Films, my partner, ne office, opera inside, where the captain's office is. Before they will close their cinema halls, they call Hackman to a meeting that look, now all your films are on TV, so people are not coming to cinema. And the churches want it. So the family has decided, say, young farmer churches now. Because when near you cinema Orion no. Now there was a church there.
Yeah.
Almost by year all nighter. Because church members need pa community no. Almost bantem. No ma be tuya.
I share movie no.
Abetina sin the demo sin no kran pom form hu, but because all pa community no, o tuya eba behwe. Sin no send ye be e pon obot akonya no so mpie. Entu bon say dan ni mo ayema. Ofo so sin no ma behwe, enye o sin no. Omo ba sorry. And the churches were looking for bigger places to have their church service.
Anyway, I wish that you were ample time. Nanka ya komu ye. But nene, I can't in 3 minutes.
I think Safu had said it all. Ni initial submission, you know, Emma Mikai Bible quotation. When I was a child, I spoke like a child. I thought like a child. But when I became an adult, you know, I started. Oh, yeah.
Prophet, Prophet Socrates.
It's very unfortunate to say, yeah, movie industry, no, I follow to baby. I mean, cinema in particular. Yeah, cinema, no, I follow to because cinema movies must go to cinema, like he said, and I probably and then say even one more be crampono. They don't habitually go watch movies. They only go because there's a public holiday. And I need to take my wife and children out.
You are right.
Until you be standing say, oh, Easter you be there, or see, oh, Saturday no minimum you be quack. That is all. Movie be that is all. But other countries there every day the cinema hall is packed because there are countries each day there are about 50 movies being released each day.
Wow.
Each day. USSO. So it's very unfortunate. Sapo can be BFR. You say a film every 5 years. You know, the upcoming generation would like to watch it if you market yourself very well. It's true. Me, movie back home, I'm sharing more than 50 times. Still, anytime I watch it, it refreshes me. Coming to America by Eddie Murphy. There's another movie called Death Before Dishonor. And also, ever since me share. And the Ugandan girl be a mobile chess be a winning war Russia or buy me refinity but
is it Sarafina?
No, not even Sarafina. They say a young girl from Uganda who called bought chess yao and winning war Uganda and call Africa winning Commonwealth and call Russia one winning but I mean the I've watched so far. I've watched it more than 10 times, but anytime I'm so I agree with Safo's film there. Oh yeah. Lewis' concern is about, or you see outside content.
Telenovelas.
We go for telenovelas and movies, local movies. Wow. But I don't know. So Safo may correct me. I think there's a difference between a movie and a telenovela.
Yes.
Telenovela, no.
It's for television.
Yeah.
Novels, books. No more. Dramatizing for television. No more friend is soap opera. Because in America, now after 10 o'clock, which is the time so the soap companies, soap manufacturing companies, and a advertising in Joshua a soap advertising and only the Benya guy names soap opera. Because we share adverts in soap adverts.
Soap opera. You see, Sapo is giving us a lot of his.
Yeah, because Mr. Matidina, but not name the entire friends.
In the case of Lewin, my worry is he complaining because Nigeria ni girl no your friend say ni issue no buy nana. Nigerian girl now see Ghana in movies
Bimbo
no. Is it because it is a Bimbo case number? And Kabeka day. It's a Bimbo issue number because unfortunately for us, it appears government institutions kra ajia to mu say omubetu ya sika bia ma Bimbo company na Bimbo any movie intinu because of that NMA Lewin so bufu ye. So say we amba and does it mean say he was satisfied? Or all along he had that complaint within him na wanka na Bimbo ade baya afi na wajina so Eddie ni complain. Fine, wasn't they all threatening? Say Mobian you soon Mobian yes. Let's look at the other side. Because at the abadada, say you were on a different pedestal now. Can Lewin and other people, can they also survive without television? Baby, yabedri. Cinema Osei. Also say we both full TV stations for showing your movies and the rest of them. Can they survive without television?
So I wouldn't now be unison in the world.
Is it not television that make people like Lewin
or the far from na nye or the best fasoro?
Let me see. And yet TV, the man Lewin is popular.
TV programs.
TV programs.
But Onkasi don't show him on TV.
I say because of Osei says he is
always series bebre inti mumba meto enonso.
Yemra meto and I'm saying say we agree that our movie in the cinema no a follow baby anka obenyaska no baby movie more movies no benyaska cinema. Unfortunately for us horn more collapse balls. Into baby and hope
and collapse.
So I'm saying
collapse no.
And you for what are you saying? And collapse here. That's yani ya collapsing. Assembling. It no. Me as man me be standing say. Say ade no so aba time. Who win your popularity no. TV contributed significantly towards that popularity. And your cinema. Inti wo no mo say are you saying that you can't go on what do baby about survival without TV? Because me till the other time I heard a certain musician in person me born it. You see or no say you could pekra radio stations pekra ma mumbo ni na people will stream and the rest of them. I don't think it's right. Into one share is a chicken and hen situation. Into the way on to the book akra. More if it was up on pearl, he's also making some popularity from television.
Okay, it's a chicken and hen situation. Abusia for ahana mrebe ma yakwan amayede ye dwumadi no asi nanka me won sem because ene education na so credit ma ene de nanka me nya ye na mrewo ma nka ye ko further but at least ye sua bibi kakra efrem enu nti meda nene ase na mada Socrates me din de nana from pon na suji abo betimi afrem me DJ Toxic Adele ene Benjamin Kumsin ebe streaming ewo social media edemaye ahaye okay ye ko peace 104.3 ya ko fa prem to break asebo eno achi no ye beba be ho nyum me da se